Hey, what's going on, everybody? So this video, I want to address the question that I've been getting a lot. Well, Zach, how much money can you really make when it comes to rank and rent lead generation? Like, is all of this real or not? And so I hope to basically shed some light on exactly how much money you can make and paint an outlook. If you stick around to the end, I'm going to show you the outlook of what this business model, and I would also insert there that it's not just the business model, it's the skill set of knowing how the business model works. And if you can just start to adopt some sort of entrepreneurial savviness, this will absolutely make you a multimillionaire, if not worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And I'm going to show you why. And if you stick around to the end, you'll know exactly why that is and why I think that this skill set and why I basically left a multiple six-figure job, millions of dollars worth of equity in a company to start my own rank and rent agency. It was somebody on the outside, a lot of people on the outside thought I was the dumbest person alive for doing that. But I promise you now, seeing where I'm going and how much traction and momentum that my business has got, you'll start to understand exactly why I did it. And it's kind of like business is kind of like a chess game to me. It's something I've always enjoyed, and I always feel like I'm trying to strategize and keep my life and my career, 5, 7, 8 steps ahead of most, right? And so that's what I'm hoping to kind of display to you guys in this video. So let's go over the business model just to make sure we're all on the same page, because some people see this, they see other people talking about this model. What is this rank and rent? What is this digital real estate thing, local lead generation, and they have no idea still, after watching a ton of videos, what exactly it is. Okay, so step one is we are going to choose a niche and a city. Okay, so for example, I have written here, or I've drawn trees. So I use tree service as an example. This is not the only niche that you can go into. There are literally millions of different combinations of cities around the world and niches that you can go into. Okay, tree service is just one that I decided to draw. Okay, so you're going to do a thorough due diligence process, which if you've seen any of my previous videos about how important that is, it is very, very important. There will be links in the description below on how you can find these tons and tons and tons of what I call bags of money or low-hanging fruit, basically where it's just a bag of money on the side of the road saying, take me, right? Like, it's just, you can go scoop it up. And I'm scooping these up every single day. And then you'd ask, well, why, Zach, why then would you be teaching people how to do it? Well, there's literally no possible way for me, if I were to even go build 5 sites every single day, that I could even make a dent in how much opportunity is out there. So I might as well tell other people and teach other people how to go win themselves, right? So number 2 is you're going to build a website. Okay, this is going to be an unbranded website. And on this website, it's very important that you're going to have a phone number, not just any phone number, not your phone number, okay? Because I live in Washington State. I have a Washington State area code. If I'm building a site in Texas where I have a decent amount of sites, I'm not going to be using my area code for Washington State down in Texas. I'm going to buy a call forwarding and call tracking phone number, okay? By doing this, it's going to allow me to forward phone calls over to a business owner in a later stage, and I'll get to that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to title this website, and I'm going to write all of the content, and I'm going to center all of this helpful content that Google loves, that it wants to display to its users, around the keyword phrase tree service in the city and state that I've chosen. Or if you're in Canada or Australia, choose your province or however you guys use. Use the keywords that people are going to use in Google in order to find your website. Okay, so that's what we're optimizing for on this website. Then I'll go and step over here. Then you're going to have searchers. Okay, these people right here are going to go to Google and they're going to start searching, I'm not saying they're going to start like all of a sudden. It's like they're already searching for the service. There are people in that city looking for tree service, right? So the phone's going to start to ring. You're going to start to get calls rolling in, okay? What I do is I get the first lead on the phone and I qualify that lead, okay? I ask them a few questions. Hey, how many trees are you looking to get done? What's the type of tree? How big are they? Where are you located? What city? Like, right? I need to know as much information as possible. Then I get their contact info and I say, okay, my estimator is out on another job right now. What I'll do is I will let them know, and I will have them contact you to schedule a time to come out and give you an estimate. And they're like, okay, cool, sounds good. So then I write down all that info as I'm talking. I've got a notepad by me at all times. I'm writing down all the notes, And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go start calling a list of business owners in the area that do the actual tree service. Most of the time, you can find people that are already paying for ads or some sort of advertising with Thumbtack or Home Advisor or Angie's Leads, which is partnered with Home Advisor now. Google Ads. There's all people like these people are already sold on the concept of advertising. That's a great place to start. But another place that you can look is go to the Google Maps listings and find where people have a Maps listing, but they don't have a website. Because I guarantee you the only possible way that they're getting traffic online is from that Google Maps listing. Or go somewhere where people set up a Facebook page, but they didn't have a website built because they're like, oh, I don't know how, or it's too expensive to pay somebody or whatever. And go talk to them, because I guarantee they're probably building their business strictly off of the hope that somebody will eventually find their Facebook page, which, if you know anything about marketing at all, is a horrible marketing strategy, is to hope, because you can't, like, you have to get out there, you have to get in front of people, and you have to tell them what you're doing, right? And that's why there's so much opportunity in this business model, is because there's a bunch of people out there that have no idea how to get found online. And that's where you knowing a little bit of knowledge about how to do this whole system, that makes it, you become so much so much more valuable to the marketplace, and that's how you can start commanding prices. So essentially what you're going to do is when these phone calls start coming in to your tracking phone number, okay, you're going to hand that first lead off to the business owner. Then you're going to put their phone number in the back end of the call tracking and call forwarding software. So now, instead of those calls being routed to you to qualify the lead, they're just going to get connected straight to the business owner, and now you're hands off. So this is a way to make passive income online, okay? So this is the brilliant thing about this, because you do the work up front to get this website ranked on Google to where it can be found by people who are already searching for the service. And at that point, you connect it with the business owner. The business owner pays you every single month, month after month after month, to keep those calls rolling in, okay? And you get to sit back and make passive income every single month. Now, you're going to have to go into the website and tweak it every once in a while. There's going to be algorithm shifts, but nothing's going to be crazy out of the ordinary. If you get it to rank once, which if you're going into the right niches and cities, like I've taught you how to do already, you're going to have success. You're going to be able to rank. I can't promise you how fast, but I can promise you that if you're consistent with what I teach you, you're going to rank. You're going to generate calls. You're going to generate leads. You're going to hand it off to business owners, and you're going to make money. I can't promise you if that's going to be in 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years. That is 100% on you. But I promise you that if you stick with it, you have the undeniable know-how that like you are going to succeed and make money. Okay? This business model works. It's created thousands, if not millions, of people to become financially free. Okay? So let's go ahead and talk about, like I mentioned at the beginning, the pricing structures for what you can do. And this is where a lot of people, they think it's just rank and rent. Like I can just like renting out is the only way that I can make money. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Okay, so let's talk about pricing structures. Well, the first pricing structure is that normal one that we all talk about, where we rent out the results. The calls come in, we put them on a flat fee retainer, and that's it, right? But if you're an entrepreneur like me, or you want to become a serial entrepreneur like me, well, then you might want more. You might be thinking, well, what the heck? Like, if I already know how to do the skill set, like, what's stopping me from going and starting my own business? There's absolutely nothing, right? And here's the beautiful thing about it. If you can go find an equity partner to do a 50-50 equity play with, like, they're going to do them and their crews are going to do all of the work for those customers who need the tree service done or whatever. But you're now going to own 50% enterprise value of an actual company that can be sold down the road, okay? So the way to do that is to go to the business owner and say, hey, I don't want anything of what you've already built. I want to partner with you, and this is after vetting them, okay? You don't just want to go partner with anybody. What if they suck at customer service, they're super rude to customers and all that kind of stuff? You want to vet them first. So I would maybe give them a few free leads first, as if you're maybe going to rent it. But then if you have the right business partner, you can literally create multi-million-dollar enterprise value for bringing all the customer traffic to the table, and they bring the operations and the fulfillment to the table, right? You partner up, you own 50-50 equity, and now you are a business owner that can be worth, multiple millions of dollars, okay? Now, the last strategy is the one I'm most excited about for the next 5 years, and I'm actually currently working on my first deal of this nature, but the last one is to acquire a local business and then grow it with the skill set that you have from everything that I've taught you on the last screen. And I want to paint you guys a little picture here. There are trillions, not billions, trillions of dollars worth of local businesses that are owned by people who are getting ready to retire. People call them boomers or whatever. They're the people that there was a, massive boom, a baby boom, right? After the World War II, right? Everybody came home and everybody started having a bunch of babies, right? And that's why we call them boomers, baby boom, right? And these baby boomers that are a ton, they own a ton of local based businesses. So you can go to Joe the plumber and say, who literally, and this is why there's so much opportunity, because these guys, they don't think that their local business can be sold for a huge multiple or anything. They're literally planning on just closing up shop and saying, hey, I've been smart with my money. I've invested in, solo 401ks or real estate or whatever. I've got enough money to basically last me the rest of my life. And so I'm just going to close up shop when I'm ready to retire. Well, what if you went to them and said, hey, what if you sold me your business and I'll give you this much money and I'll pay you with profits, and you strike what's called a seller financing deal. Okay. What if you go to Joe the plumber and say, hey, Joe, you've already got the name, you've got the equipment, you've got the vans, you've got the trucks, you've got the brand, you've got the crews, you've got the subs, subcontractors, right? Why don't I buy your business from you? And I'll help keep the name alive. I'll take great care of your current clientele. I'll grow it, and I could keep your legacy going after retirement. And you're going to get a nice, potentially, 7-figure or whatever the business is valued at, payday that you otherwise wouldn't have had, right? And then you go in with the knowledge of how to generate customers and how to get hot inbound traffic, and now you own 100% of Joe the plumber's local business, and you're able to go massively increase this, because more than likely Joe falls into that category of people who have only been growing their business with word of mouth. That's how you take this skill set and you become a multi, if not worth hundreds of millions of dollars, is you go do this over and over and over and over again. Like I said, there are trillions of dollars worth of businesses that are planning on closing up shop. And it is time for people like me and you who know what we're doing to go in and take all of that business for ourselves and build an amazing life and build a legacy that we're super proud of. So if you like this and you have not joined my Facebook group yet, you need to join my Facebook group, okay? If you've liked this video, make sure to click subscribe if this is on YouTube or wherever we're posting this, okay? Make sure and follow my business pages, okay? I drop value like this all the time, okay? So if you like this video, drop me a line below. Let me know if you have any additional questions or things that you might want to see in one of these upcoming videos. I appreciate you, and I appreciate all the support from you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.